This article is from Smithsonian Magazine.com, and I chose this article by its own title, and I've never read this article before. I am trying to read this article to practice English by focusing on my own pronunciations, and also I will try to memorize words, expressions, cliches, and sentences that I deem worthy of memorization. So here we go. By the way, today is Monday, January 16th, 2023. Innovation, 8 cool new technologies from this year's Consumer Electronics Show. Flying cars, live translation eyeglasses, self-driving strollers, and more were unveiled at the annual trade show in Las Vegas. Emily Matchar, Innovation Correspondent, January 10th, 2023. Examples of computing hardware architecture supporting an AR and IR environment inside a car of the near future are displayed at the Value booth at CES 2023 in Las Vegas. Robin Beck, AFP via Getty Images. Each year in early January, journalists, investors, startup founders, and other tech heads descend on a convention center in Las Vegas for the buzzing Consumer Electronics Show. The tech heads, that's good words, tech heads, and the buzzy or buzzing, buzzword, buzzing Consumer Electronics Show. Tech heads, buzzing. This year's spectacle featured all the usual suspects: new electric vehicles, thinner laptops, and bigger, better screens. It also showcased some wild, the future is here technologies that may or may not make it to the real world. And then there were the inventions designed to help, including health devices and technologies aimed at making the world more connected and less lonely. About 3,200 exhibitors, some of whom have multiple technologies on display, were spread across 2.2 million square feet. Damn, 3,200 exhibitors, that's a lot. Here we've rounded up 8 of the nearest, most promising innovations of the bunch. And it was quite a bunch this year. It was quite a bunch. A flying car for real. The term flying car has become shorthand for the future that never materialized. But wait, because that future might finally be here. California-based company ASCA has unveiled an actual working prototype of the flying car, and it says the vehicle could hit production lines as soon as 2026. The A5, as the prototype is known, resembles a car-helicopter-airplane mashup, with the smooth, chunky lines of Little Tikes toy. Car-helicopter-airplane mashup. A car-helicopter-airplane mashup. With the smooth, chunky lines, chunks, thick, lump. With a 250-mile air range, it has retractable wings and uses electrical power for takeoff and landing. If things go wrong, it's got a parachute big enough to float the entire car down to the ground. Wow, that's a good idea. Assuming FAA certification, co-founder Guy Kaplinski says he expects this to happen within a month. The car plane will retail for nearly $800,000. The car plane will retail for nearly $800,000. The car plane will retail for nearly $800,000 and require a pilot's license. Is our Jetsons future really here? We'll give that a solid maybe. Jetsons, our Jetsons, Jetsons future finally here. A health tracking toilet pod. So much of CES is about the glamorous, the flashy, the cool. The Withings U-Scan is, well, a little pod you'd clip inside your toilet to test your pee. Not exactly a flying car, but let's be honest, it's certainly a useful idea for far more people. The U-Scan comes with 3 cartridges, each with a different use. The first tracks your menstrual cycle and fertility by measuring hormonal output, which could be incredibly helpful for those trying to achieve or avoid pregnancy. The second cartridge is for measuring nutritional status. Are you getting enough protein, enough vitamin C? The third is for medical professionals to use for home monitoring of patient conditions, for clinical trials, or for medical research, clinical trials. The pod communicates data via a phone app and can allegedly even identify a user's unique urine stream signature with a radar-based stream ID. Withings hopes to have the U-Scan to market later this year for about $500. That's expensive. We look forward to announcing more cartridges on an ongoing basis, as well as medical applications of the technology, says Matthew Lotombe, the company CEO, in a statement. On an ongoing basis. An accident-preventing car door. Kenneth Chi, Global Sales and Marketing, Chief Commercial Officer of HCMF Group. Su Wei Chang, Founder and President of TMY Tech. Jeffrey Chi, CTO of HCMF Group. And Ethan Lin, co-founder and vice president of TMY Tech, unveiled the door sensing technology at CES 2023. Cyclists call it dooring. You are riding in the bicycle lane when someone is in a parked car suddenly opens their door and you slam into it, dooring. In 2011, a study of bike accidents in Chicago found it was responsible for up to 1/5 of the cyclist injuries, including fatalities. At this year's CES, 2 Taiwanese companies working jointly have announced a technology that could help. A proprietary millimeter wave radar incorporated into the car can quickly sense fast-moving objects approaching, which allows a second technology, a sensor-packed car door, to give a warning and even lock itself shut. Until the door control unit hits the market, the drivers can simply practice the Dutch reach. Use your far hand to open the car door, forcing yourself to turn around and look behind you for oncoming cyclists and cars. Dutch reach. Far hand. Use your far hand. A modern update to smell or vision. Introducing the OVR Ion 3 for anyone who wants the most immersive premium digital experiences with wearable, wireless, and digital sound, available to all consumers later this year. Smell is one of our most powerful senses for evoking memories and emotions. So it makes sense that as virtual reality becomes ever more realistic, it would incorporate scent. Vermont-based company OVR has done just that, unveiling a scent cartridge that adds fragrance to virtual worlds. Haptic. In addition to making video games cooler, imagine smelling pizza and motor oil as you creep around the darkened streets of an imaginary future city. OVR says its product can help calm patients using VR in therapeutic settings. The Washington Post says it's the first iteration of something that might one day seem as natural as the scent of grass at a park. The device should hit the market later this year. A 99 hearing aid coming fall 2023 prototype image of JLab OTC hearing aid. JLab. The Food and Drug Administration made hearing aids available over the counter this year, but the devices are still incredibly expensive, costing an average of $2,000 per year. Damn, per year. Over the counter. Aids available over the counter. Made the hearing aids available over the counter. Yep, it's the adverb. Audio company JLab hopes to bring that price down by a factor of 20 with its new 99 hearing aids by a factor of 20. The devices, which are compatible with iOS and Android, should hit the market this fall. Aesthetically, they fall somewhere between traditional hearing aids and earbuds, which could help make them popular with younger people, a growing number of whom have hearing loss. A self-driving stroller. Parents are surely familiar with this scenario. You set out for a stroll with your baby, who quickly decides they don't want to sit in a stroller after all. Thank you very much. You are left clutching a squirming child with one arm while trying to maneuver the stroller with the other. Canadian company Gluckskind has your back with its new Ella stroller. Has your back. A Canadian company Gluckskind has your back with its new Ella stroller. Has your back. The stroller can drive itself while you hold the baby, and the motor can also help add propulsion for pushing uphill and provide brakes to avoid downhill runaways. It also has a 360-degree sensor to alert you to dangers like approaching cars, runaways. It'll sell for around $3,300 and no release date has been set. That's cliche. No release date has been set. Alert you to dangers like approaching cars. No release date has been set. Live translation eyeglasses. Translation apps have transformed travel over the past decade, but what if you didn't need to reach for your phone at all? Chinese electronics company TCL just debuted its Ray Neo X2 AR glasses, which can translate conversations directly into your ear live. CNN reporter Scott Stein describes the experience of suddenly understanding a room full of Chinese speakers while wearing the glasses as impressive. Though as he adds, the live transcription also presents what everyone in earshot is saying too, including yourself. Other features of the glasses include digital directions overlaid on the screen, a lens camera, and the ability to see and respond to text messages. Prototypes are being delivered to developers now, hands-free directions. Mapping apps mean most of us rarely get lost anymore, yet they also mean we often walk around staring at our phones, or worse, drive around staring at our phones. A Japanese company called Luvic has a prototype device that delivers directions straight to your ears via a bone conduction microphone or onto your skin via vibrations. The device, which hangs around users' neck like a pair of not-in-use headphones, was developed especially for people with cognitive impairments that make following traditional directions difficult, though it helps with the constant staring at phone problem for anyone. The device currently has no release date. No release date has been set. Emily Thatcher. Read more. Not Thatcher, sorry. Emily Metcalf. What is it? Metcalf is a writer based in Hong Kong and Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Her work has appeared in the New York Times, The Atlantic, the New Republic, and the Washington Post, and other publications. I would like to visit North Carolina, Elizabeth City, where my friend John Jackson lives there. She is the author of Homeward Bound, Why Women Are Embracing the New Domesticity. Thanks, Emily Metcalf. Your article was good for my English reading, and also it has given me the opportunity to peek into what CES is all about for this year. Out of 8 gadgets, I feel live translation eyeglass is a little bit innovative. Yep. Others just they're good, but not impressive enough. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care. Bye bye.